Hi, my name is Given Campbell. I'm a wallpaper designer in Tampa, Florida, and today I'm going to show you how to remove wallpaper from plaster. First you want to cut it with what's called a claw, and you can get this at any Home Depot or Lowe's, any kind of home improvement store. And it's basically just a plastic tool that has these little cutting blades in the back that will actually tear small holes in the paper as you move across the paper, as you move across the wallpaper, and it allows the steam or the wallpaper stripper, whichever you're using, to get back into the wallpaper more effectively. The first thing that you should do is just before you rent a propane powered steamer or anything like that, you should try the most straightforward method, and that would just be to use a wallpaper stripper. You can get them at any home improvement store, and you can also actually get good results with a diluted fabric softener. So if you want to try that, if you've got that at home under your sink, you can try that before you go out and spend any money buying stuff at the store, making a trip to the store. Once you have sprayed the wallpaper, you want to wait a few minutes. A lot of wallpaper strippers ask you to wait for 15 minutes, and you'll start to see it bubble, so you'll know that it's actually getting in behind it. And the key really to any wallpaper stripper is to use very hot water, and really you should use it as hot as you can stand it without having gloves on. Once you've waited about 15 minutes, you can start to pull a corner of the wallpaper, and it doesn't really matter which one, you're just trying to find the path of least resistance. You can begin to pull it off. Some wallpapers are what's called fully strippable, where you can actually just pull an entire sheet off, and others are going to come off in smaller pieces. So sometimes you don't really know until you start taking it off the wall what kind you have, but if you get the right stripper and the water's hot enough, it will get in, it will dissolve the glue that's behind it, and then you'll be able to really, go to town getting this stuff off the wall. You want to use a 3 to 4 inch wide scraper blade, but you want to be careful because the moisture from the removal, whether you're using steam or whether you're using a diluted product like a wallpaper stripper, you want to be careful because it can make the plaster vulnerable, especially in older homes. You don't want to gouge the plaster, you don't want to take the plaster off with the wallpaper, because you're going to end up with spending more time and more money down the road to get that wall repaired in order to get it prepped either to paint or to repaper. So don't force it if it looks like it's going to not come off. Just add more stripper, wait a little bit longer, try some steam, but just gently, remove it. Just make sure you use it gently. That's the biggest thing to remember. Once you've found the method that works best for you, just repeat it through the entire removal process and you'll be ready to go. But the thing that you should also remember is that once you're done getting the paper off, all the glue is off, you need to wait about 24 hours because plaster will absorb this. You want to wait 24 hours because if you try and put it up wet, it's not going to dry and your paper will tend to bubble and come back off the wall. And I'm Given Campbell, wallpaper designer in Tampa, Florida. If you have any questions, you can always email me through my website, www.givencampbell.com, and that's how you remove wallpaper from plaster.